polio, rubella, mumps. These are just a few of the widespread diseases that once killed thousands and thousands of people every day. Fortunately enough today, these diseases have either been eradicated or now have vaccines or treatment due to some of the medical researchers and some of the animal experimentation that was conducted to find these medical breakthroughs. Today, almost every single person has to go through a series of vaccines starting as a child. Most of these vaccines were originally discovered through the precision testing using some type of animal. Animal testing today still provides countless amounts of information that will hopefully provide answers to some of today's most deadly diseases and common health issues. To simply put an end to all animal testing may have serious consequences on humanity. This is why it is vital for medical researchers to continue their research and conduct testing on animals whenever necessary to help provide some solutions for today's health issues. So let's just first understand where the history of animal testing came from. Animal testing on both human and non-human as in animals dates way back to the ancient times. Most of these tests were done out of pure curiosity on how the anatomical body was created and made. Most of these tests were very cruel and very inhumane. This is why about in the mid-1800s people started realizing that and demanding change and this is when laws first started governing ethical testing on animals. Now today, for any medical research that conducts any type of animal experimentation are very strictly governed and have to follow very strict rules and guidelines. One common practice that they still use today that was used way back when is something called the 3 R's. That is to reduce the number of higher species used, replace animals with other models whenever possible, and to refine tests to ensure the most humane conditions persist for animals. Now, most of the types of animals that are used today are specially bred lab rats. These are bred specifically for conducting tests. Now, there's still some other types of animals used, such as dogs, cats, pigs, rabbits, but the majority of everything, 95%, is the rodents. In order today for any new drug to go through any kind of clinical testing in human, it must first go through a toxinology analysis in animals. So pretty much any drug that we take today was once, or any kind of medication that we use, had to at one time be tested on animals to be approved for humans. Let's talk about some of the current studies that are being conducted using animals today. Some of the major diseases that threaten our lives today, and something that I'm sure many of you have had some sort of tie to, are being tested, such as cancer. Another one is Parkinson's. A major one that they're also working on is spinal cord injuries. Now, I know for me, I had a father that passed away 5 years ago for cancer. Also an uncle 3 years ago. And my cousin suffers from a spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the chest down. So, even though these diseases haven't been totally eradicated now, or medical issues, there's many advancements that has been made. So not only do humans benefit from these tests, many of our common practices done by our veterinarians today on our pets, such as our cats and dogs and horses and everything, were all results of some of the testing that was once conducted on animals. But also now today, there's new computer-based simulation tests that are designed to simulate the tests done on animals to ensure to try to keep no harm from animals being done. Now, this has dramatically decreased the amount of animals tested, but still many medical researchers agree that the computer-based simulation isn't 100% accurate as it would be in real life tests on animals. So we see how far animal testing has come and some of the great advances that we have seen through this. even though there's new computer-based programs out there and simulations, they're still not 100%. So this is why it's still crucial for us to conduct animal experimentation and tests. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that you got to go out and support your local animal testing facility, but I'm just hoping I can provide you with some different views that you might not have had before on the subject of animal testing. Thank you very much.